looks susceptible, but I think that all the time, and Insania always pulls it off with the 5-position Rubik anyways.
I mean, the dude's just really good on the hero. That's
He
part of it as
is.
well.
That's a Siggy for sure, right? It's
The Siggy.
Rubik.
Oh my
Rubik
goodness.
Oracle.
That's the new thing. I love that. Actually, I kind of don't, but it's okay. I'll deal with it for the moment.
But he missed his block mid though. That's a bit
Ooh.
unfortunate for him because if Zeus can double, like Zeus isn't some bad right clicker now. He has 64 damage with only plus 5 stats, and if you can double wave a Monkey King into his tower, you can actually pressure him.
Yeah, that could be something to watch for here, definitely, in this mid lane. And we'll see if Quakeva's going to be able to deal with that harassment. As down bottom, can already take a quick little look-see here. Bo3 starting out with the wonderful Sandstorm. And do they have any sentries right now? They actually don't at the moment. So they're going to have to bring out some to try and deal with this. Or maybe Luna's just comfortable having the wave pushed into her tower. We'll see.
I'm honestly surprised there are no sentries. They blocked out the medium camp on the left side.
Okay.
But usually you do want a lot of sentries. Like you want to block the hard camp, you want to block the medium camp, and you want one for lane for Sand King. It's a lot of investment, so maybe they thought it wasn't worth it.
Okay. Yeah, and I guess LeBron's starting with a little bit more, misses that bushwhack there, as we do have a pause here as up top lane, still yet to invest a point into Metamorphosis, just went for that reflection level 1 against Funnick, and we're going to have, hopefully, a quick reconnect. But Mirana, another one of those heroes that's kind of gone through the ringer. Not a ton of setup in this game, but do you think DNZ is still going to have an okay time on it?
I think the thing about Mirana as a hero is that the Mirana pretty much always has a good time.
Okay.
Like the hero's very stable as a 4. We saw last game snaking. I mean, he was popping off. That wasn't a normal Mirana game. Right. But worst case scenario, you're a 600 range hero. You can 630 actually. I didn't even know that. You can always go double stack some camps, arrow some hard creeps, maybe throw a lucky arrow, and you're good at rotating. So it's less to do about the Mirana and more to do, I think, a little bit about the map presence, like to control the map for the Zeus.
Right. That's fair, and maybe try and like stop those rotations with Enchantress creeps as well if Taiga makes that move over there at some point. But yeah, we'll keep our eyes on it as we again waiting for our Luna player to get back into the game, Mr. Coma there. But I guess the other thing that I'm sort of curious about is just like the pace of this game, because when I think of Liquid, I always think of like trying to get active early, trying to push down towers, occasionally these like slightly cheesy oriented drafts. And with the exception of the Monkey King, this looks like sort of like standard Dota. Do you think that they're going to be trying to like push that tempo mega quick in the early 25-minute mark on this game?
I think they should. I feel like Terrorblade is sufficiently countered in this game. It's not like if you go late game with map control with Terrorblade, you can definitely still carry the game, but you don't want to go in even. They should definitely look to use Enchantress plus a Metamorph plus like some early Sand King item to control the map this game.
Okay. Well, that'll be something to watch for indeed. At least so far, it looks like Quakeva having a pretty fine time. It doesn't look like he's going to get hit with the double wave either underneath that tower, as it is pushing back, but should be able to clean that one up as well. So things looking fairly okay at the moment for the Spider Pigs. Do you kind of agree with the idea that this is like a pretty significant lead, or rather a sort of an advantage that's going in? Oh, wait a minute. Mickey, he tanked that arrow so that way it wouldn't hit the range creep, but now in a world of hurt, the right click's coming in from Funnick, trying to find the finish here. He has Reflection to slow it down, spear back up in another 2. Mickey, he might just be dead. Does he go for the arrow? Connects. Spear done. Dead.
Oh man, that's huge. That was his first Metamorphosis, and he just dies on it. Part of the reason why I think Terrorblade became so strong was that meta used to slow you down by 30 move speed or something ridiculous like that, right. But they just removed that aspect, and usually you're very strong, you're not as vulnerable. However, if you die like that, like that's just, it feels bad.
Well, and it was interesting because it almost looked like he was trying to block the range creep from getting hit by DNC, and then Mars just walked up and speared him. So maybe just like miscalculating how far away DNZ was or something else going on. But regardless, heads up play by Spider Pigs to take advantage of that moment.
For sure. There's this weird Mirana meta where Miranas would always arrow the range creep and then carries would start tanking it. So the Mirana started throwing max range arrows because it does more damage and stuns for longer, of course, the longer you throw it from.
Right.
And then stuff like that will happen where like, oh, I'm outplaying you, I'm blocking the arrow, and you just kill him. And you Pepe laugh.
Then you Pepe laugh. You goddamn memer. Unbelievable. Well, we'll see if there's any more Pepe laughs coming in right now. I can't do it. My voice just doesn't work that way. I'm too freaking old. As Taiga is going to make the rotation in towards mid. Does already have the Centaur. Only alive for another second. So that's going to force back Noob for a moment. But it wasn't really any pressure that was coming on. Taiga's just going to keep farming, it looks like.
And Enchantress has opted to rotate to the enemy jungle fairly early here. I'm honestly a bit surprised that he left Bo3 alone so early. Maybe as a read on the fact that they thought they knew the lane was going to push or something. But normally I would have liked to see Enchantress get that level 3, just so that you can have level 2 enchant and gank the Zeus.
Right.
He still doesn't have level 3, and it's like, it feels weird now, right? Like, you want to get a creep, but if you get a creep, you're not killing Zeus without your enchant up as well.
Right. Well, and that's actually, I mean, he gets this other Centaur right now looking for something to happen. Unclear if it's actually going to work out or not. Yeah, it looks like it's just going to keep farming. Maybe if Zeus steps too far forward, he can go for this one. But Noob playing it really safe. He's playing on this side, knows exactly where that Enchantress could be coming from, and just able to dodge away. They're fully committing for this right now. Noob getting chased down. The stun is there, but the rotation coming in afterwards from both D and Z as well as the Hoodwink, but able to find the stun, able to find the kill. So they might get a return kill here onto Taiga, but losing the Zeus, showing the power of this mid-monkey.
Yeah, that's huge. And not only was the Zeus killed, TPs are really expensive now. Both your supports use their TP. It's a long cooldown and it's 100 gold.
Right.
So they spent 200 gold basically to kill this Enchantress, and I don't think she really cares. You know, you get that TP when you come back, you get the mid kill, and that's a crazy gank. You know, Noob predicted it. He was in the right position, and they just dove him anyways.
Yeah, that's crazy. In a way, I mean, you talking about the TP cost, it's almost better. The Enchantress size, it's like a 300 gold swing or something with the 2 TPs being used.
For sure.
Kind of interesting. Well, nonetheless, moving in again with another creep. Are they just going to try and go at him again? I feel like it's a little bit harder without that like lockdown from a Centaur or a net or something.
Enchantress does have the level 3 now, so basically as long as you wait for your enchant to be off cooldown, I think Zeus just dies. Koikva went for a 1-3-2 build, which means that if he gets the Tree Dance into Primal Spring off, he does a lot of damage and a lot of slow. Anytime you catch a Zeus with Enchantress W up, it should be a free kill.
Now, Noob, of course, did manage to, get towards his level 6, so still behind Koikva by almost a full level, as there's kind of a little bit of a battle brewing up top. Funnick's just going to sort of slowly walk away with the creep wave, it looks like. But yeah, weird stuff going on in all the lanes, at least for right now. Things looking pretty good, like Terrorblade's even with the Luna. Ench is definitely the big breadwinner out of those supports, though, being right now almost as farmed as the Sand King.
For sure. Bottom.
And looking, this rotation coming in from Koikva, the double kill! Just throws out the Boundless Strike and eliminates them both. What a DD. Great rotation from Liquid and showing that why this hero maybe has some of this extra value and could be something other teams need to look at.
For sure, and I mentioned the bot, like I wasn't sure if he'll buy bottle, but I don't know what I was thinking because Koikva is clearly showing that runes are good on this hero. If you think about it, like he uses haste rune well, he uses DD rune well, that's all you really need.
Right.
And man, Primal String does 350 damage. He hit that and the Luna just evaporated to this one spell from him.
Yeah, I mean, it was already a little bit low on the Luna, but nonetheless, like being able to be there, it's very nice. Of course, that 80% Primal Swing slow as well. Not bad. And come on, I mean, this Luna's just level 5 right now, 3 points up in the Lunar Blessing. There's like no chance that she can try and punish this Monkey King at all.
Smoke onto the Terrorblade.
Looking for him. This would be a big one. Mickey caught in the jungle. Spear is there, has level 6, but no point up. Funnick not going to get that kill stolen, but they might be able to find Taiga here. A chance for a kill. Taiga trying to heal back up. Not going to happen. Goes down. So good reaction coming from the Spider Pigs.
Yeah, really good to read on the map, understanding that Terrorblade's going to just head over to the jungle, try to farm in happiness, and honestly, there's no like hitting a tier 1 tower, the Mars Mirana. you'd way rather use your timing of having Arena and combine it with like the high nuke damage from Rana and get this kill.
Right. Well, it's absolutely fair. And, you know, being able to find that pre-blink or Yules or anything else is, like, so clutch. And Funnick, definitely one of the, you know, guys that's been spamming this a decent amount. Like to see him on it. And now going straight into the Aghanims after the Arcane Boots for this Zeus. We'll have to keep our eyes on it. But I just feel like this Enchantress has been able to do so much denying the jungle from that Luna.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think Mirana's arrowed a little bit of Terrorblade jungle as well. Top lane, they are catching Sand King.
Yeah, nice catch and kill there on the Boxy. He does get a Burrow Strike off, but not before he ends up going down.
Spider Pigs are really identifying what part of the map is the best for them to play on.
Right.
Now, you know, your Luna's getting pressured a bit, but now, exactly, yeah, she's going to TP up here with her level 3 aura. They've killed a lot of heroes here. You have Arena up again, and you can just hit this tower. You'll feel very happy about this.
Okay. Yeah, and I guess at the same time, there's stacks that are being made, you know, giving themselves some free opening. Now, it is still a lot of the map that's being farmed, but not all of these heroes can farm in the same way that Ench is. So, like, there's this entire dire jungle that's just not being hit. But they're going to pressure mid a little bit, it looks like now. So Liquid trying to take advantage of the sort of lack of ability to fight from Spider Pigs, or their willingness to commit to top.
Yeah, it's a good idea to trade towers. You go for the more important one in the mid tower.
There are some TP rotations back. Boxy is here. There could be an opening, but you can kind of tell that Spider Pigs know something's going on, and they're playing super safe right now.
Yeah, for sure. I'd like to see Boxy just take a little bit more priority here. I feel like he really needs his Blink Dagger for Liquid's lineup to sort of pop off. I think we'll see him just sort of sit mid, spam this wave, take every mid wave and the small camp, and then he'll get his Blink Dagger that way.
Okay. We'll watch out for that one. As far as like Spider Pigs, what's their sort of goal at this point, do you think, in the game? Is it just like sort of keep AFK farming until you hit your item timings?
I'm not too... I mean, probably. They have a lot of stacks, so right now, this is sort of their objective. Right. I think it's like understated how much teams should or do already like treat ancient stacks and stacks in the jungle like objectives in the current meta. You saw them bring 4 heroes there just to say like, if they come here, we'll just fight them. And it's a huge swing. Like Mars is gonna get a lot of levels, Luna's gonna accelerate like crazy from this. And yeah, I'm trying to think of their timing. It has to be like just some smoke into walk up and arena, but it doesn't look simple on the map right now. I think they'll probably wait for the blink on Mars, but it's a long way away.
Yeah. And then we'll see if Liquid can try and find an opening to come up under that timing and maybe make something happen. Although they're also sort of comfy sitting here and farming up their own sets of stacks that are being made slowly bit by bit. Boxy, like you said, getting a little bit of priority there into the regular jungle. Nikke taking over the triangle, as we've sort of seen time and again on these Terrorblades. So they also feel like they're ready to just get into those items. It's weird, right? Like sometimes there's that DK or somebody else that can just sit forward and hit a tower. And I guess for Liquid, the only hero that really does that is Terrorblade.
Yeah, for sure. And you need items in order to do that. I don't think the Dragon Lance is enough when you're playing against like a Zeus LT Hoodwink. Oh, they tried to arena Taiga.
Yeah, and he just dodges everything, literally everything. And now they gotta be a little bit careful. This is crazy. There's like, 2 core heroes here just running away from Taiga. Literally nobody behind the Enchantress.
Yeah, I don't know if he would have died even if that spear hit, to be honest. It was a level 2 Nature's Attendance. He has his warm, fluffy hat and strength treads. But, yeah, and we're seeing, like, normally it would feel really bad to waste Arena like that, I feel. Especially if you don't get the kill. But it doesn't seem like either team really feels pressure to do anything. Liquid really want their timing. They're going for a diffuser on Terrorblade just so you can push the tempo. I really like this for Zeus because they understand that they do not have the outscale. And on Spider Pig side, they should feel like they want to make some moves, but they don't want to make moves where they feel pressured. It's like casual moves where you feel good about making a play.
Okay, I like that. Don't force anything. And make sure that you're not just feeding away kills. Now, speaking of forcing things, there is some potential there as Taiga is going to go down, but also over in the trees. Find themselves a little squirrel. LeBron also to fall. So a trade-off there of the supports. And again, back to the farming. Getting what you need.
there's always this weird. I like to think of it like a seesaw in Dota, right? Where you're both like sitting on. I don't. That's a bad analogy for actually, but basically, both teams they think they understand how to win the game,
Right.
and they're opposite opinions. Like Liquid's like, okay, if we get to this time in the game by farming like this, we're gonna run over the game and win. As Spider Pigs are, they don't care. They're like, okay, even if they get that time, we're still gonna win the game, and it results in this like really tense situation where you're sort of both farming, and as a Spectre, like, why are they doing this? And you know, they both think they're right.
I like the seesaw metaphor personally, so I'm gonna
Thank
let you
you.
have that one. He's gonna drop the Wukong's command down. Ooh, a stolen bushwhack.
That's a big
So
spell.
don't get that ulti from Monkey King for another 2 minutes, but maybe they can do something with that bushwhack. It's also like this sort of slow, steady chip damage that you're seeing on the mid tower constantly from the.
Here we go
Enchantress.
from Liquid. Boxy has his Blink Dagger. This is the timing they were waiting for. They want to take a fight with this.
Boxy thinking about going now, readying up the epicenter as they have a jump potential there. If they spot it out Noob, they got to be really careful. They spot him though. The jump forward. He's now a little bit out of position. There's the burrow strike through, trying to find the finish, and they will get it. Now Break comes out onto Boxy. The turnaround there. This is a nice bushwhack to interrupt, as they could have maybe gone in more with Coma, but Boxy going to get caught. Stolen spear now, and throw it back the other direction, as Quakeva doesn't have another boundless strike, but so far it's a trade of the offlaner for the mid. Liquid coming out again a little bit ahead.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, that was a solid move, you know. You have your Blink Dagger, you have Epicenter, go smoke. I would have personally liked to see a little bit more commitment from Liquid. Maybe bring a third hero into that smoke and rotate Terrorblade a bit earlier, but still ends up being a good move for them. Right. I think it's just like, it's one of those solid moves that you do in Dota, and it feels like nice and simple to do. It's like pretty good return, and there's not a lot of risk for them there. They don't like dive the tower or anything, they're playing just off the pickoff.
Okay, well, that's, you know, waiting again for, like you mentioned, the timing of that Diffusal Blade, which is now done for Mickey. Could also wait for the BKB if he really wants to just like chill to the maximum extent, but there's a lot of potential now maybe to secure a Roche or something like that. But obviously, that's also where teams throw the game. So who's to say? Almost
sure.
Aghanims on Noob.
I think Mickey, most likely, he wants to farm towards a BKB. It's not like he wants to passively wait for it. He's down to like push waves aggressively, maybe even take some pickoffs. But the entire purpose of the Diffusal Blade is not about fighting when you get Diffu. It's the fact that it's the best item when you get BKB, you have a timing, because when you have BKB, you want to be able to hit your opponents. Diffusal Blade slow allows for that. And
Gotcha. They find that pick off there onto DNZ. So yeah, making things happen while the TB is farming down bottom. And, ooh, is he in trouble though? LeBron catching sight. There's the bushwhack still hanging onto that Sunder. They catch on. I'm not sure if this is going to be enough damage. They're bringing him down low, but oh, the ulti coming in from the Zeus at the last second. That is enough to finish it off before the Sunder. And, well, they might get some retribution here, as they do take down Funnick, and also going to get a courier in tow.
That courier had Mars's Blink Dagger on it. So it wasn't just a courier. That's eliminated the timing from the Radiant team. I mean, I think, no, Spider Pigs, it's hard to be mad about that, right? You got the Terrorblade kill. Even better, it went onto your Zeus, I believe. Yes, it did. He got 360 gold for that. And it just finishes him the Aghanims. The one unfortunate thing is, of course, if you had that Blink Dagger when Mars respawns, then you have that Nimbus timing with the Blink Dagger, and everything's going to feel good.
Right.
Quakeva has a full BKB, by the way. He is very farmed.
Oh my god. I like this build a lot. Just Echo Saber straight into BKB. No frills, just get in there and fight. And I mean, again, like with this timing, where is the damage going to be from Spider Pigs? I mean, obviously Nimbus is great and all that, but it's Manta Luna with Dragonlance. I guess that's something, but I don't know. If they can't kite out these BKBs, it's going to be a problem.
For sure. They have to... In my head, if I was playing this game, I would say, guys, we need to trade Arena for BKBs. And what that means is, like, we're going to aggressively jump with the Arena, throw our spells at range, and not commit. And if they BKB, we just reset the fight, and we take it again. And I am happy trading my entire ultimate just for the BKB charge. They do have a Veil on Hoodwink on LeBron Dota. So if Zeus can stand in the back and cast any spells with a Veil of Discord on your opponents, they will just melt to him. Right. It's all about, can they kill Zeus in the BKB plus Blink duration?
Well, that'll be something to watch for sure. Bo3 is also going in for this hood. Could turn this into a pipe at some point, but with the amount of damage in that Veil, it just still feels like it's not going to be enough to sort of mitigate that magic damage coming through. Weird split going on, and LeBron actually finds Mickey. Oh my god, they might get him here. Trying to bring him down low. Not quite enough. The sharpshooter even coming through there. Mickey able to live through it and does catch sight of LeBron up here, but he's going to TP out of there. And meanwhile, mid lane. Quakefoot pops the BKB, they brought him down low, just walks out of that arena now, and the Burrow Strike to try to turn this. Stolen Lucent Beam, trying to get a couple more right clicks. Ulti pops out, that's BKB down and dead. Monkey King ultimate does nothing.
Ooh, and that's rough. I mean, a few things happened there, but I think what they did there was they did trade the arena for 1 BKB. I mean, it wasn't how I said. It's a completely different scenario, so I'm not trying to take credit for that. But what happened there was that Quakefoot was kiting. He was about to like bait Spider Pigs into a bad position. I really think Bo3 should have gone for like the big epicenter play there. They could have turned that around, but they get a little bit impatient, thinking they can burst Luna right away. But, you know, a big stick, a Manta, the Clips turnaround, and now that's 2 huge kills onto the Liquid Heroes and Roshan. This game's looking quite good for Spider Pigs, I'd say.
Yeah, they're doing everything that they need to try and get to that late game scenario. And, you know, you get to these BKBs, and that really starts to become a problem. Granted, Terrorblade is still a freaking monster, and this hero should just be deleted from Dota. Maybe not, but, you know, it feels that way when you're playing against it sometimes.
For sure. No, it's oppressive, right?
Yeah.
Terrorblade as a hero.
But they do kind of have like interesting answers, right? Even the arena is kind of a cool way to potentially deal with, you know, the metamorphosis and stuff.
For sure.
But we'll have to see how these fights break out. And of course, Vision being paramount is going to be one thing to watch for as well.
I'm a bit curious because I didn't get to see it because I was looking at the Terrorblade. But when they Zeus ultied, was Quakefoot just standing alone mid for a while? Because they caught him very far up past the river. And he was just completely alone. Like, they Zeus ultied. They know where every hero on your team is. I'm not too sure if it's a mistake or they were already going on him when the Zeus ult came off, but it felt a bit awkward.
Yeah, I could see that one definitely. And I'm not exactly sure either. We're keeping the eyes on the other one, but regardless.
Okay, so Luna has DD, BKB, and an Aegis. She is so strong right now.
Oh, man. Are they going to try and trade off stuff here? I mean, the other thing they need to be careful about is that Funnick has Arena. So if you get into like some weird situation where you're pump faking, you know, trading off stuff.
To free them behind the enemy team. I think they're going to take this fight. I'm not too sure. Maybe this one, no, they're going for it.
And Mickey right now does have his BKB completed. This could actually turn really bad for Spider Pigs if they're not careful. Burrow Strike comes through, taking a ton of damage. BKB already out, jumps away. DNC able to live. Now Sharpshooter onto one. Funnick TP's back out of there. Quakefoot getting absolutely shredded here by Coma. Trying to walk away, but it's not going to happen. He just gets ran down, and now trying to turn more onto this Terrorblade. He's out of Metamorphosis, pops the Sunder, tries to get out of there. Burrow Strike from Bo3 to see if he can turn this around. He's so freaking low on Coma. Can they bring him down in time? Yes, they will. They bring him down once. Terrorblade backs away, and this might be enough to get him out of it. Funnick, they get a Burrow Strike out one time now onto Bo3. But with the rest of the heroes getting away, they managed to take down the Aegis at the very least. They did lose a lot for it, though, on the side of Liquid.
So it was 3 heroes going down for Liquid, and then they got the Zeus and the Aegis. Like, normally I would say, and it is good for Spider Pigs, you know, 3 for 1 kill. But I think removing this Aegis was really important to their team fight. If you look at their heroes, they sort of have to burst on the epicenter Burrow Strike, and with an Aegis, like, you just have no opportunities. Right. The one weakness that Spider Pig's lineup does have with the Luna is that there are no real saves for her. I mean, you can Arena, you can try, but you don't have something hard like an Abaddon or Oracle.
Right. Yeah, that makes it tough as we look forward and find themselves the Terrorblade. 24 seconds until meta, 15 seconds until Sunder, and he didn't get a chance to cast a damn thing as they take down him and Insania in just a moment. God, we're seeing the power of this Hoodwink. It's like every region, it feels like, is just so strong with this hero now.
Yeah, I think the hero's definitely showing its class. When I first started to see this hero picked, I think a lot of other teams had the same read. They're like, why do I want to pick this hero? And then there's like, it just feels good. But we're starting to like see like it's really good at setting up. It has a lot of nuke damage. It's good burst. You can build basically any item because you already have a defensive inbuilt option. Most supports, you know, you need to opt for a Glimmer Cape or a Force Staff just to protect yourself. You know, you already have Scurry. And that it just looks solid. The Spider Pigs, they're really showing that they're here to play. I think most people would have selected Team Liquid to win this match, but they're looking crisp on the rotations from the Radiant side.
You know, some people might have suggested Team Liquid win the entire region, and people like me that did that might be sweating a little bit after this game right here. As sure. It's a 4,000 gold lead for Spider Pigs. There is big smoke. We'll see.
Dire's bottom tower is
like, I'm not too sure what it is. Is it nerves? Because if you look at the players and like how they've performed on lands in the past, maybe not these last DPC seasons or majors, but like Team Liquid, these players have looked extremely good in the past.
Right.
I don't know what's really changed, and I'm not saying to base this off one game, but I'm surprised like how dominant Spider Pigs are looking at this. It's not like about the gold lead, it's about the moves they're making. Every move they're making is connecting. They're setting up for every move Team Liquid's making and sort of reading the map better.
Well, that's you know, what sometimes happens. In particular, if you just have a little bit maybe more experience or understand of what it is that you want to do. LeBron just staying all camouflaged. They realize, hey, there's somebody around here. So they're going to go in for the kill. Bushwhack connects onto a couple. And, oh, LeBron, surely you don't get out of this. Surely. No, it's not going to happen.
Oh, he went for the TP. What a beast.
Can you imagine, though, if he made that one?
No, that was... And you can even see, that was 5 heroes, or 4 heroes, I think, I'm not sure, for a position 5 Hoodwink. The hero is so annoying. And it's not like LeBron... I mean, he has a Force Staff now, but it's not like he has any real defensive items. I don't think he had the Force Staff on him. So... yeah, it just sort of shows the class of the hero. Like, it's just a strong hero. Easy to play with, easy to pick.
Now they do have an opening here. A chance, trying to bring down Coma. Stun lock for the moment. Oh, they interrupted the epicenter. Oh my god, Zeus so freaking good. And they will get the BKB TP out afterwards. I don't know if that would have been enough for the kill with the BKB coming out, but it was looking scary.
It was definitely looking scary there, and... you know, it's always the small things like that that really matter. And I gotta say, I love Noob's build this game.
Yeah.
He's going Mana Boots, 2 Nulls, Agams, Refresher Orb.
Oh
it is so ham, because I think Refresher Orb is an item that's super underbought right now. It's bought a little bit on Razor, it's bought a little bit on Ember, but if you think about Refresher heroes, like Zeus has to be one of the best ones. Plus, it gives you a ton of mana regen, so it actually accelerates you as a hero once you have it.
I think it's the second most mana regen outside of Bloodstone in the game. It's just ridiculous how much it does. And then afterwards, going back for Kaya, why not? It's everything you can want right now on this hero. A 5,000 gold lead, like that in combination with the Veil and everything else that they've got working. And now, like, Koma has some serious damage on this Luna. Level 19, about to hit 20. I don't know. I feel like Liquid are sort of they're stalling out on a lot of these heroes.
Like, it feels like they're falling behind in this game, and you can see our Terrorblade went for Diffusal BKB. Like, they wanted to be the one setting the tempo.
Right.
This is. I mean, clearly it's not a good position. They're down 6k at 26 minutes, but I think how far behind they are is actually amplified by how their lineups are supposed to function against each other.
Koikfa just getting pummeled a little bit there in the mid lane. Everywhere that they go right now on Spider Pigs, they're in a position to force Liquid out of it. Now, Sanjin Yasha, we've seen Terrorblades come back from really bad situations before. Like, what's sort of that dream fight look like right now for Liquid if they were to try and take it?
It has to be they jump to Zeus, right? If they get to jump on Zeus, anything is possible. Zeus still does the majority of damage from Spider Pigs, but they're set up mid here.
Now looking for it, big jump forward, able to catch, really missed it! BKB comes out with the Thunder turnaround. Meta afterwards, they're still inside that arena, keeping them survivable. Can they chase down and find any more BKBs? Wearing down low, Burrow strike forward, finds that Mirana. They haven't gotten the Zeus yet. Luna backs out afterwards. Zeus isn't even in this fight, but he's walking over there closer and closer. And Liquid with no BKB left on Mickey. They have to be careful about how they take this. Quickfoot drops down super low, but not dead yet. Alive on 150 HP, Burrow Strike, not going to connect. Good jump away. So in all of that chaos, nobody dies.
Just a classic refresher usage. No one's dying. Everyone takes 1 billion damage. Zeus actually, he was pushing top, he TP'd home to get his refresher there, and I think Terrorblade would have died, but I don't think Funnick knew the mechanics behind Bushwhack. He used his God's Rebuke, and it broke the stun on Terrorblade. Terrorblade was 100% dead there. So maybe a little bit of lack of knowledge, miscommunication or something, but that's a big turnaround, because honestly, dodging the refresher Zeus timing this game is huge, because I don't think Liquid could, if they lost a fight there, I don't think they can win this game.
Yeah, it's rough. You got to be careful about those trees. Which ones you break and when you break them. Funnick, able to find one now. Trying to bring down this Enchantress. Didn't stand a chance. Now, Mickey does have Metamorphosis back up in a minute. What can they do in that timing now on the side of Spider Pigs?
They're going for the fight here.
Epi, they back away? Okay. And it looks like that's going to be the end of it, at least for now. But they do have control over that outpost, and, you know, Rosh is kind of, it's available.
And this looks to be a free Roshan. I mean, I think Liquid should maybe try to contest it, but I don't think they're going to be able to.
Right. Just a little bit too scary. And, I mean, how many times have we seen these Lunas just get this Aegis around Butterfly and, you know, whatever next item she wants as well afterwards, and just become this like unstoppable monster. They got the shard, they got the Aegis, everything.
Yeah, and it's huge.
I hear somebody humming. I think that's a character.
Wait, what was that?
I have no idea.
I was curious. I was thinking it was you for a second. But thought you clicked on Luna, you see the shard going in inventory, like, feels good.
I think it's a Monkey King line, but I'm not positive.
That would make sense with his like his lore, you know, his character.
Yeah, exactly.
And Koifa setting up on bottom here, he does have an Invis rune.
This is the type of plays that they need to make, and LeBron gets caught, gets killed, exactly what you want to see if you're Liquid. Spider Pigs, you know, they're pushing out this bottom lane, but you need to take any advantage that you can find on Liquid.
Yeah, I still haven't seen Mickey right-click a hero during meta, really. You know what I mean? Like the usual Terrorblades where you pop meta, you get a kill.
Oh no.
Instantly pops a smoke. Unfortunate, caster scripts. But usually you pop meta, you kill a hero, and then you go objectives. Mickey just hasn't been able to do that here. They are going to see an Aegis Luna, and that is a bit of a hard target.
But there are a little split, a little bit of indecision. All right, they're going to go on Luna. Try and blow her up once. Is it going to be enough? Yes. But round 2 of this one, what will they have left in the tank? Anything at all? Zeus ulti comes out. They spot them all. Able to catch kills off Insania. Taiga also trying to get away. Can they kill off Koifa? No, he's able to TP out of that one. But the chase is still continuing here. And Terrorblade does still have meta. There's no buyback on Rubik, though. Looks like that arrow going to be tanked by the illusion. So really well played there by Liquid to find that pick off and to burst him and get out.
Yeah, for sure. And I know it feels sad for Insania to die like that. He just dies to double Zeus and a Nimbus. But honestly, Team Liquid are like thanking their lucky stars that they use Refresher again, and it's only for a 5-position Rubik. They're so happy about that.
What do you think about this, though? The Aghanim Scepter on Luna getting picked up as the next item. What do you think about that?
I mean, I think it's going to be very cool. Like, in my head, I don't think it's good, but I'm interested to see how it'll be, because I love Aghanims on Luna.
Right.
It's just, I would go Aghanims when I have physical damage mid. You already have magical damage, so I'm not too sure why you want more magical damage, if that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure.
One thing it does do is, like, if someone gets stunned, like we identified, there are no saves on the Spider Pigs lineup. There are also no saves on the Team Liquid lineup. I mean, they have the Force Staff on Insania, but, you know, there's an arena for that. You have a Force Staff on Taiga as well, but if one person gets stunned, they can instantly get bursted by the Zeus Refresher, Aghanim's Eclipse. Like, it's so hard to play Team's Liquid lineup in team fights at this point.
Right. Although you could make the argument, well, Courier goes down there. I guess you could make the argument it's sort of that win more item where, like, if you're winning the fight with the Luna Ags, you probably would have won it with, like, the physical damage instead.
Yeah, I just would have personally preferred for her to get a bit tankier.
Right.
I think it's a good route to take. If you already have damage, then you want to minimize the impact of your opponent's damage rather than just double down. Because like everyone's already dying if you get your spells off. If you can frontline just a little bit more for your Zeus, because I don't know, you have a Satanic that takes off the reflection, etc., or you have a Skadi, you can tank up a little bit more, then I don't think you have any damage issues.
Okay.
Like I can't say it's a bad item. I just need to see the logic in the next fight, because I don't have the same read as a player.
Well, they pop BKB on Quakefa and then just the jump away. Trying to escape DNZ. I mean, he's going to get caught here and killed, but the BKB charge used, and they're able to dodge it with a couple. Smoke up afterwards. Look at this call. They're waiting for somebody to go up top to try and push out this wave. We'll see if Liquid makes that same move and comes over to farm out that side or not.
I'd be really interested to see a bit of the communication of Spider-Pigs right now, like what they think their timing is. It looks a little bit like they're sort of waiting for third Roshan.
Right.
Since they did the Aegis expire? Did they lose it? I think they lost the Aegis.
They killed Luna, yeah, on the
triangle.
triangle.
Yeah, you're right. In the triangle, yeah, that was a good move. And I should have mentioned this then, but that sort of took away Spider-Pig's win condition, right? Like the ult mid lane.
Yeah, Burrow Strike to be the counter initiation there. Mickey not really doing that much. They blow up Boxy to the absolute Venn diagram of pain. Mickey tanking through a lot of these hits. Or rather, Funnick is from Mickey. The bushwhack afterwards. BKB wearing off now. They already used Eclipse though, and it looks like that's going to be the extent of it. So offlaners traded out again, but this is also Metamorphosis down.
His Metamorphosis, Eclipse, Refresher Orb on Zeus, a lot of high cooldowns in this game, so the team fights are just... Honestly, I'm surprised they're so, like, not one-sided. Usually when you have a lot of big ultimates, what happens is you have these big clashes, and whoever presses your button slightly better gets a huge teamfight advantage, or a lot of heroes just die.
Right.
Dire's top tower
Yeah, it's been interesting to watch. There's been like sort of little skirmishes involved with it, it feels like. Quakefa maybe isn't always there or whatever. He's also got a heck of a lot of gold in his inventory right now. Trying to think about this next item, and right now has the Satanic queued up. But it's really starting to get the big damage items from Luna. Daedalus now done on top of Agnum Scepter. This could be scary for the side of Liquid if they're able to find him or force that fight.
For sure. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was just wondering, do you think it's going to come down to that Roche now? Oh my god. Oh my god, they hit the arrow on Quakefa. Oh my god, they caught him. It was a completely random arrow, and it takes him down. Oh, Quakefa, no. Dude, DNZ, what a baller.
I mean, that's one of those, you have to be good to be lucky, right? Because he's throwing the scouting arrow. It costs him nothing. There's no opportunity cost there. And his reward is he kills the enemy mid. They're going to get full map control. And as you said, yeah, I think they are going to play for Roshan. I mean, because of that pick, they can play for this tier 2 and then sort of take over topside. But this pick will allow them to take the top outpost, allow them to set up everything for Roshan. And as soon as they have this Aegis, like, their win condition is renewed again.
Well, that is very unfortunate for Team Liquid. But, you know, Mirana proven to be a little bit of skill, a little bit of luck there, making it work for him. And at the moment, Liquid just trying to maintain a little bit of control over this jungle before it's going to be brutally seized from them. And actually, yeah, Spider-Pigs, they're going to pressure up top and say, come deal with us. LeBron, he's up on the high ground. They found the back line. Boxy has to Burrow Strike out. They don't have to be scared of anything now. That was a canceled TP as well on the Enchantress. Sharpshooter goes out, is able to connect, and actually showing a lot of damage out there. The spear afterwards not going to connect. Onto one. Burrow Strike connects onto LeBron. Funnick able to throw it back the other side. Boxy is dead. They're taking so much damage right now. And Liquid and Taiga also caught. He is going to fall here in just a moment if they can bring him down. Spear up onto that high ground. Slowly but steadily whittling away at this tower, at the heroes, at everything. Spider-Pigs are looking fantastic.
No, they're just playing it very clean, you know? They're never overcommitting. You can see Luna. She understands that her build isn't necessarily super tanky. They take these long, drawn-out fights, and then Liquid oversteps, and Fundic is just snaps, you know? He presses the arena, catches whoever they get, and they don't overcommit on Enchantress. They're still playing at range. They understand their win condition is still not to kill this Rax. This Rax does not matter. What matters is getting this next Aegis.
Absolutely. Well, Enchantress takes over one of the creeps, throwing back damage the other direction. They're going to connect the spear. My god! Tears up Taiga. And again, Spider-Pigs with this Luna up front and center. Just no fears. Does have to back out a little bit now, taking a lot of damage there. But they will retreat, and Roche a minute and a half away from respawning.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
In the meantime, the creeps have been able to take that top tier 1 tower, so now Spider-Pig's going to need to go back and deal with their lanes.
Yeah, for sure. But Zeus, he has Aether Lens now. He has Bloodstone, Refresher Aghanims. This guy is the real carry this game.
Yeah. He's hurting people. He's hurting people a lot. And spider legs for the spider pigs. He's got them on as well. So fully capable as Moonlight Shadow Smoke. That is not the real Terrorblade, but it still does a good chunk of damage. And I mean, it should be noted, Terrorblade, you know, he's behind the Luna, but still incredibly scary at this point in time.
For sure. And we could see at the high ground, like even just reflection. Just reflection of the spell was doing insane amounts of damage. So if they take a fight where they can force out the Manta and BKB from Luna, they kite out the Refresher and Aghanim's Eclipse, like Liquid can still win fights. I know that sounds like a lot, but it's probably less than that because, you know, they have BKBs.
Right. Well, we are getting another nice answer for the Terrorblade here. Has been really struggling to sort of stay on to this Luna with Elven Skin, and well, big jump there. And LeBron able to live. They blow up Boxy. Instead, he force staffs out, gets away. Taiga going down low. DNC has to get the hell away from Mickey right now, who is just tearing into them both. It's going to be the walk away, trying to escape, but Boxy's back in with that buyback. Rana also buying back into this one, trying to get up to the high ground. Can they kill off Quake Flint time? The triple kill comes in from Coma, goes for the Ultra, looking for more. Has been so sick on this Luna and does it again. Now looking for a little bit of retribution. Boxy thought about going in with that epicenter, but won't connect. Instead, it's a chase up to the top side. Dude, Spider Pigs, they're just killing it right here.
No, they're really beasting it, and you can see clearly why we're casting and analyzing, and this Coma guy, he's playing Luna, because the Aghanim, it just instantly destroys Terrorblade in that fight. He understood that Terrorblade has to BKB early this game, because of Arena, because of Zeus out and everything. As soon as he has his BKB down, he can't play Dota at all. He just uses Eclipse, and you know, Mickey, he vanished. Right. Literally 0.1 seconds, and he died. He didn't even get to do anything. He even took the stun talent, and no, it looked pretty good there. I honestly, I like his read. Like, it's always interesting to see players do stuff like that, where it's like a reaction to knowledge they have in the game.
Well, there might still be an opening here. Boxy going for that wraparound. This would be a huge get if they could get it. Quakefa looking for the jump afterwards. Aegis, they jump in. Nobody's home. They saw y'all. They got the hell out of Dodge. Now the jump forward finding Boxy. So much damage coming out, brought down to almost nothing. Terrorblade still dead for 10 seconds. They're going to kill Boxy to boot. Looking for one after another. LeBron just jumps forward, says, you won't get me with that impetus. Stays close. You can't hurt me if I hug you. And stays right on top of him. Godlike from Coma. And they're just going to go back, clean up this Aegis. Easy peasy.
Amazingly. Like, just the execution, the calmness. You're up 2 heroes, you know, the Terrorblade's dead. And they understand that the only way Liquid can win this game is if they get like some 3-man epicenter in the pit. And right. Liquid know that too, you know, they're going for the right play, they're taking risks, they're behind, they have to do this. But Spider Pig, just with the calm read, the calm back out, reset a little bit, and man, it's just such dominant performance. Luna, you know, she used her RNGesus powers, she got the spider leg, so now she's truly 6-slotted in this game, eating her Aghanims even.
Yeah, and jump forward. They find themselves one. Is it going to be enough for the burst? Mickey gets down low. Nobody BKB gets on top of Coma. Okay, down to pretty low HP here, but does have Satanic when that creep waves back up. And, you know, with no Monkey King in 40 seconds, no Sand King for 30, can they just finish off this game right now? They go out and gonna have to back away to go for the Satanic if she feels so inclined, or just walks in and punches away, taking down Taiga, able to get that Force Staff out. Mickey, no, in the meta, it's not nearly enough, just gets obliterated. The Orbital Cannon has come into focus, raining down Hellfire upon all of Team Liquid. A triple kill for Coma as they head in, looks for the secondary bushwhack, seeing if they can get the delayed rampage. Funnick takes a kill for himself. Burrow strike afterwards. They got the boomerang, the right clicks coming through. New, basically untouched this game, will finally fall, but it's coming far too late. And Funnick finds himself another kill. GG is called. Spider Pigs, the underdogs, coming in and taking down in dramatic fashion.
Yeah, no, they looked fantastic in this game. It's not even about the win, it's about the decisions they made, the movements they made. They all were